Namaste. So we have set our intention, we have internalized that intention, and now we're going to tap into the sun's energy. We're going to tap in to a technique that is called, in fact it is called piercing, Surya Bhedana. Bhedana means to pierce or to tap into. Surya means sun. Sun breath, so sun piercing. We're tapping into the sun's energy so that we can bring this through us for the beginning of our day. And in fact, this entire set is best done first thing in the morning as the sun is rising, because we're tapping into rising energy. This is what we're doing. We're tapping into this rising energy. So it's a very simple thing that we're going to do. We're going to once again do a mudra. So this mudra in the left hand is called Gyan Mudra, Mudra of Wisdom. We're going to take our index finger and our thumb. We're going to touch them while our other fingers are straight. We're going to put that over our left knee with the palm facing upwards. The right hand is the one that's going to do all the work. And we're going to put this in what's called Vishnu Mudra. And that's done by taking your index finger and your middle finger and touching the fleshy part of your thumb. Ring finger, pinky finger stay straight, thumb stands extended out to its side. If I didn't explain in the prior video, I want you to understand a little bit about what a mudra is. The more technical and specific you can be as you hold this mudra, the better off you're going to be. And here's how I mean by it. If you think of a mudra as a way to sort of like fuss with the old knobs that we had on the radios, or even the older TVs that had UHF, where you really kind of had to fuss with it in order to get the picture to come in clear, so too are mudras. So if you just kind of just do this in a lazy manner, you're not going to get the same effect as you will if you press just gently on this mound. Try to keep your pinky and ring finger together and extend the thumb. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy to do at first, but just know that this position held in a better manner is sort of like you fussing with those dials. So here's how this position works. Now I'm going to explain 4 different options to you. So when we go to practice this together, you can use any one of these 4 options. They all work. It's just a matter of what's comfortable for you. With each of these options, however, you're going to do the same breath pattern, which is breathing in through the right, out through the left. In through the right, out through the left the whole time. So you take your ring finger, the outside of the ring finger, and you close off the left nostril. From this point, you're going to breathe in long, slow, and deep. Then, once you've breathed in, you're going to exhale through the left. So you block it off with a thumb. So this is the position. So we go from here to here. Here to here. So you're breathing in and out through one nostril at a time. Always in the right, always out the left. Now, the second option, that's the first option, just breathing in and then breathing out. The second option is to breathe in, but then breathe out twice as long as you inhaled. So the exhale, try to make that twice as long as what the inhale was. So that's another option. First option, just breathe in, breathe out. Try to match the in, match the out. The second one, you breathe in, double it on the exhale. Third option. Third option would be to match the inhale and then hold the breath and then match the exhale. So let's say we inhale for 4 and we're going to hold it for 4. And then we're going to exhale it for 4. And then switch and do it again. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. That's the third option. Now, this is meant to you to build up to what I'm about to explain to you next, which is a ratio of 1:4:2. So, if we go back to the breathing in for 4, we would then have to use that same ratio, which means we're going to hold the breath for 16 and then exhale for 8. So we do something like this, where we breathe in for 4, hold for 16. I'm not going to hold it the whole 16, but we'd hold it for 16 and then exhale it for 8. And then do it again. Inhale for 4, hold for 16, exhale for 8. Now it can be any combination of that 1:4:2. So if we did just breathe in for 2 seconds, so 2 seconds means we'd breathe in for 2, hold it for 8, because that's 2 times 4, and then exhale it for 4, staying with that 1-4-2 ratio. But again, that's something to build up to. It's not necessary to start out with that. Just breathing in and breathing out. All of this works. Again, we're just trying to tap into the sun energy. But with practice, you will build up to doing this where you'll hold it and you'll try to stay with that ratio of 1-4-2. Now, to heighten this Surya Bhedana technique just a slight little bit, what you can do is you can breathe in through the back of your throat with what's called Ujjayi Breath, or it's referred to as ocean breath, which isn't really that because it makes the sound of that, but it is victorious breath, or the breath of victory. So as you breathe in, you sort of like close off the back of your throat. So it'd be exhale in the same way. So don't feel the inhale and exhale so much through the nose, you feel it more in the throat. And the better you get at that, that gives you more control over the breath. And understand this, no matter what the pranayam technique is, pranayam uses the breath as a vehicle to create a change. The pranayama is our ability to be able to direct the prana. So what comes in, that life-giving energy that comes in, gives us the ability to direct it. So we use the breath as a vehicle in order to do that. So when you can learn how to use that Ujjayi breath as you're doing the Surya Bhedana, this will enhance your feeling of what's going on, because Ujjayi breath helps bring mental balance and mental clarity, as well as this Gyan Mudra brings the wisdom, as well as this Vishnu Mudra brings balance into our body. So this is why we're doing this particular breath. We're tapping into the sun. We're using this to balance ourselves. We're using this to gain wisdom. We're using the breath so that we can stay mentally, emotionally focused during this practice. Namaste.